The Toronto Blue Jays had high hopes for their ace Kevin Gausman, who took the mound in the first game of the Wild Card series against the Minnesota Twins on Tuesday. Gausman had a stellar season, posting a 3.12 ERA and a 1.07 WHIP in 32 starts, leading the American League in strikeouts with 264. He was also a finalist for the Cy Young Award, which he narrowly lost to Gerrit Cole of the New York Yankees. However, Gausman's performance in the playoff opener was far from his usual dominance. He lasted only 4 innings, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks, while striking out 5. He threw 73 pitches, only 43 of which were strikes. He also had trouble with his pitch comm device, which caused some communication issues with his catcher and his pitching coach. He also seemed frustrated with the home plate umpire Andy Fletcher, who he argued with after the first inning. The main culprit for Gausman's woes was Royce Lewis, the Twins rookie sensation who returned from a hamstring injury just in time for the postseason. Lewis homered twice off Gausman, driving in all 3 runs for the Twins. He hit a 2-run shot in the first inning, giving the Twins an early lead, and added a solo blast in the 3rd inning, extending their advantage to 3-0. Lewis became the first player in MLB history to hit 2 home runs in his postseason debut, and the youngest player to do so since Andruw Jones in 1996. He also became the first player to homer off Gausman twice in one game since Aaron Judge in 2019. Gausman's early exit put a lot of pressure on the Blue Jays bullpen, which had to cover 5 innings of relief. Eric Swanson came in for the 5th inning and gave up another run on a double by Jorge Polanco and a single by Josh Donaldson. Genesis Cabrera pitched a scoreless 6th inning, but Yimi Garcia allowed 2 more runs in the 7th on a homer by Miguel Sano and an RBI single by Max Kepler. Tim Mayza and Jordan Romano combined for a perfect 8th inning, but by then it was too late for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays' offense was also shut down by the Twins starter Pablo Lopez, who tossed 6 scoreless innings, scattering 4 hits and 2 walks, while striking out 7. Lopez outdueled Gausman in their previous matchup on September 14th, when he pitched 7 innings of 1-run ball in a 4-1 win for the Twins at Rogers Center. Lopez improved his career record against the Blue Jays to 4-0 with a 1.80 ERA in 6 starts. The Blue Jays' only run came in the 9th inning, when Bo Bichette hit a solo homer off Taylor Rogers, who closed out the game for the Twins. The Blue Jays managed only 5 hits and 3 walks in the game, while striking out 11 times. The loss put the Blue Jays in a must-win situation for Game 2 of the series, which will be played on Wednesday at Target Field. The Blue Jays will send Hyun-Jin Ryu to the mound, hoping that he can bounce back from his rough outing against the Mariners on Saturday, when he gave up 7 runs in 4 innings. The Twins will counter with Jose Berrios, who had a solid season with a 3.48 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP in 31 starts. The Blue Jays will need to find their offensive groove and support their starter better than they did for Gausman, who had another disappointing playoff outing after last year's collapse against the Mariners. The Blue Jays will also need to contain Lewis, who has emerged as a star for the Twins and a nightmare for Gausman.